So let's get into audio systems and start right at the beginning with microphones. Maybe you've heard the phrase garbage in, garbage out. Have you ever played that telephone game that consists of a group of people that line up and the person at the front of the line whispers something to the second one and so on until the last person has asked what the first one said? Everybody in the crowd expected the last person to say something ridiculously inaccurate, but that first guy always did their best to ensure the message's integrity. They were sure to speak very clearly, and the second person listened very intently so that the message at least entered the chain correctly. So think of a microphone like the ears of that second person. Microphones are, in fact, the audio system's ears. How well do they hear what's being inserted into your system? So there are several specific types of microphones, but we're only going to cover the basics here. First, let's talk about condenser microphones. You'll see these over choirs, maybe even over congregations for ambient microphones. You'll see them on pulpits as gooseneck microphones. These are powerful, far-reaching microphones. Because they're so powerful, they require 48 volts of phantom power to operate. 48 volts travels along the microphone cable, usually supplied by the mixer. Now, because these microphones are so powerful, they are prone to feedback, which begs the question, what is feedback? Feedback typically is when a microphone hears itself in the speaker. In other words, the sound goes into the microphone, comes out the speaker, then goes back into the microphone and comes back out the speaker. And then that cycle begins, and that's what you hear as squeal or roar in a sound system. The second type of microphone that we're going to talk about are dynamic microphones. These are usually vocal microphones or maybe even instrument microphones. They're designed to be used closely. For instance, a typical vocal microphone in a cardioid pattern should be used a fist width away from your chin. And remember that every extra fist width away from your chin, there's going to be a 50% reduction in volume. So be sure and keep those mics up close. Now, the design of these microphones is for off-axis rejection. Off-axis rejection means that if you're standing in front of a stage monitor and it's coming back at you, as long as the back of the microphone is positioned toward the monitor, it will reject that sound and focus the sound forward. Thirdly, although not technically a microphone, direct boxes and interfaces are used instead of a microphone element to accept different kinds of signals from guitars, keyboards, laptops, and all of that, and sends that along the microphone cable back to the mixer as well. Hey, thanks for watching. I hope you found this information helpful. If you have any questions, you can leave it in the comments below, or you can email me directly at jerry@bensberg.tech.